the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Today we're going to look at how the Digital Millennium Copyright Act actually helps companies infringe on copyrights with no punishment whatsoever, and why the DMCA is a joke. Hi, my name is Jeremiah Craig with the royalty-free music website DueNorthAudio.com, and this is Royalty Free Review. In 1998, President Clinton signed the Digital Millennium Copyright Act into law, which helps protect intellectual property rights for the digital age. So it helps protect works like movies, music, ebooks, anything that can be redistributed and copied very easily digitally. It sounds like a great idea, and it was very much needed. It's good that it allows for copyright owners to contact potential copyright infringers directly to ask them to remove the content or to pay for a license to use that work. But there is the fact that businesses in between the copyright holders and the copyright infringers have almost no responsibility at all, and can use a limitations on liability for copyright infringement to their advantage. Title II of the DMCA creates special limitations on liabilities for online service providers. They are transitory communications, system caching, storage of information, and information location tools. The DMCA only requires online service providers to do two things, actually. The first is that they take down any copyright infringing material if the copyright owner asks them to. And two, they need to have some sort of punishment for repeat offenders. A lot of times it's 3 strikes and you're kicked off the site, for example. So here's where we come to the problem with the DMCA. The Act defines an online service provider as any entity offering the transmission, routing, or providing of connections for digital online communications between or among points specified by a user of material of the user's choosing without modification to the content of the material as sent or received. So what the hell does that mean? Basically, any website or app. That's it. This exception could be good for email, but when it comes to social media sites, it's a completely different story. Since online service providers can't be held liable for any copyright infringement that goes on their site, they can actually make money off of the copyright infringement that users are doing on their site, since they don't provide any education to help the users understand what is copyright infringement and what is not. And it seems to me that a lot of websites are actually encouraging infringement so that they can make their site more popular and make more money. Okay, so here's the perfect example. Facebook. Facebook really doesn't do much to stop people from uploading copyrighted content, videos especially. Now, they did do some testing with some content recognition software to help weed out some of the content infringing material on their site, but considering the sheer amount that you can see on any given day on Facebook that obviously infringes on many copyrights, it doesn't seem like they've implemented it. Here's a post I found of a video featuring Mike Tyson on Facebook. It's a clip from a documentary, and the page that uploaded it probably doesn't have the rights to use it because licensing this footage would be expensive, and their page is full of similar video posts. This user is infringing on a copyright, and the owner of the footage can ask for it to be removed. In the meantime, Facebook is making money with the ads that it features, and is the only party that gains anything out of this situation. The copyright owner could potentially lose money because this is footage that they usually charge for, and the page owner could potentially be asked to take the video down. So it's a lose-lose situation for both of those parties. Facebook is the only one that wins. This is exactly why the DMCA is a joke. Every person shouldn't be expected to learn the ins and the outs of copyright law, mostly because it's as boring as hell. It should be up to the online service provider to educate, at least to some degree, their users on what they can upload and what they can't. The only service provider that I've seen making an attempt at educating their users is YouTube. When you try to include music when uploading a video, they give you this notification. Whether this blunder is thanks to our big business loving government or to the gray hairs that are ignorant to anything digital who sit in Congress is still up for debate. But the reality of the issue is the DMCA puts regular everyday people up against copyright owners while companies like Facebook make money off of it. To allow businesses to get away with this scot-free is just a little bit ridiculous to me. These online service providers need to be more proactive about educating their users about copyright infringement and to be able to take down copyright infringing material much more quickly than they do now. But like I said, as it is now, companies are practically encouraging copyright infringement, and why wouldn't they? They can't get in trouble, and they have the opportunity to make money off of video and audio content, which has already proven that it can make money for the copyright owners. But what do you think? What's your experience with the DMCA? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a joke? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching this royalty-free review. I'll catch you next time.